Hi, David.
Hello.
Thanks so much for hanging out with us
Well,
today.
welcome to my kitchen. Thank you for being here.
Absolutely. I love your kitchen. It's gorgeous. So let's talk a little bit about this campaign we've been working on.
Okay.
It's T3 Switch Kit campaign, all about expressing yourself, self-expression, owning who you are, all the versions of you. Absolutely. So I want to ask you a few questions. Is that okay?
Yeah, of course.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. So let's start. First question. What are 3 ways you like to express yourself?
3 ways that I like to express myself. Oh, gosh. I mean, I think the first one is pretty obvious. Wigs are a huge way of how I express myself.
Lovely.
I think another way I express myself is through connection with people. I stay very, very curious. I think curiosity is a part of me that it also allows me to express certain parts of myself. Because I think when you see something of yourself in someone else, it almost like feels like you have the freedom to then express that too, which is what I hope I do with other people. And then another way that I express myself, I think, is through my work, honestly. Like what I do on social media and what I do to try to reimagine what people think a man looks like or what a man should behave like. I think it's really how I express myself through a lot of the accoutrements, the makeup, the lashes, all of it. I think I just want to really define what men in 2023 and beyond can do and act like.
That's beautiful and incredible. And you know, it's the reason we picked you for this campaign. So you are very brave and kind on social.
I try.
And
I try.
It comes through as long as he's not carrying a knife.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you to pick a post that you feel best expresses yourself.
Okay.
Share it with us and give us a little background about it. Break it down
Okay.
for us.
Well, I mean, I'll give you a backstory. So when I first started
perfect.
posting myself in my more gender fluid version of myself on Instagram, I was really terrified. The first time that I posted a photo of myself with wig, just a wig on, not even makeup, I was actually shaking as I was posting it. So now obviously we've come a very long way. Now I have everything just out there for the world to see. But this post, I just think is really funny. It really resonates because it's just like really says in words and also in the photo kind of like the ownership of what I feel the power is. So it's just a photo of me looking fabulous as always. I'm giving hair, I'm giving wind, I'm giving makeup, and the words say move, I'm gay. It's just literally, it could not have been more appropriate. I think it was around Pride that I posted this. And it was just like this kind of ownership of this thing, this presentation of myself that people really want to weaponize against me. And I'm just like, no, move, I'm gay. You know, I'm going to really take the power back in my identity. And I'm no longer a victim in the way that I think I thought I was when I was younger of this kind of self-expression that I fell into. So this post is special. They're all very special to me. And I've definitely come a long way. But this one, move, I am gay, is a great one.
That's a fabulous one, and you are giving serious power in that look.
There was a lot of power in there.
Yep, I love it. I love it. Okay, final question. Any interesting nuggets that you can share about your personal journey and learning to embrace who you are, feeling comfortable with expressing that? I think we already kind of have started to cover that, but like, let's keep going on that. Like, what would you recommend for like people who are kind of in that place of like that nervous moment, right?
Yeah.
Right before you post and like, you know.
Yeah. I think one of the most important things is to surround yourself with community. And I don't mean people who will always unconditionally tell you you're right. I mean, surround yourself with people who will look at your truth and also really champion for you to discover all the parts of yourself that are both bright and dark and be there for you and hold hands with you in that. I know it sounds very meta, very spiritual, but I really do mean that. I think community was for me as someone that's a loner and that's someone that I felt like, honestly, I had to do a lot of things on my own. I found a lot of power in community, and social media was such a great resource for me in that. And social media, I think it's a great resource. It can obviously be a very dark place. It can be something that really feels like it spins people out, rightfully so. but I think you get out of it what you put into it. And that really helped me a lot. I don't say this enough, therapy is really huge. I think people really need to find out how much of their ego and how much of their trauma drives the decisions that they make in their life. Find out how much fear is the determining factor of the decisions you make in your life. And you do that through something like therapy, having a spiritual practice of some kind. When I became more gentle with myself and had more empathy with myself, I was more gentle on others and had more empathy for other people as well. And I feel like I'm at the crosshairs of a lot of anger, I think, for a lot of people.
Absolutely,
I mean, because of Twitter, I see it, and on social media, I see it. I've had to make a very conscious decision to understand why I'm in the crosshairs. Do you know what I mean? I've had to make a very conscious decision to be like, what systems were created that made people so angry just to see someone like me, and remove myself from the equation. That takes a lot. That takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work. But I meet it all with kindness, and I also give myself grace when it hurts and it feels bad too.
You give yourself time.
Yeah, give yourself time. But I think what's been really incredible for me is understanding why the anger is there, why people are so hurt, why people feel so misunderstood. I think when someone comes at me like that, I think your anger is my anger. We're just expressing it differently. But I hold space in my heart for everyone, and I hope that people can utilize anything of what I just said in some way, whether it is through your self-care routine. It can just be like something that makes you feel good you do every single day, that you pass that goodness on to others. It's obviously a big holistic journey, but I think it's one that all of us are capable of taking.
I have loved personally watching your journey. You have
you.
been
Thank you.
a partner with T3 for many years now, and I feel like I've had the opportunity to watch your journey and the pleasure of watching your journey. So thank you for sharing your journey in general with everybody, because it's really, really special. And not everybody is brave enough to do it. But I hope that, this campaign, and I know you inspire people to feel comfortable doing that, or at least come to the precipice of considering doing it.
Yeah,
so
even the consideration.
Even the consideration is quite brave in itself. And so, so thank you. Thank you for sharing your story, your journey, and thank you for being a part of this campaign.
Of course. Oh my God, it is a huge blessing. Honestly, I think if anyone watching or sees this and sees a little bit of themselves in me, I think the work is done. And I think it's so important that brands continue to push the envelope so that years from now, having someone like me in a campaign is not pushing the envelope anymore.
Totally.
It's just part of what we're doing. So I'm so humbled always anytime I'm given an opportunity or I feel like I'm given space. I'm so humbled by it. So the honor is all mine. So thank you.
Thank you. I'll let you get to your
Thank you. I'm going to get
salad.
to my apple salad. I have exactly 4 tomatoes here to put in. And I have just a sprinkling of carrots for some color.
Nothing
and,
like a sprinkling of carrots.
Just like that. And I invite you to join me on the next chef's table. And, find out next episode what ends up happening with the salad. What kind of dressing am I going to make?